Welcome to our reflection for Saturday this week. Our thoughts today are inspired by my 4 cats and also this little book of cat psalms, Prayers My Cats Have Taught Me. And I thought I would talk about this because our pets are probably one group that is quite happy with the lockdown at the moment. They're probably enjoying the extra company. I know my cats are, and I understand that dogs have been getting more walkies than normal, which I'm sure they're pretty keen on. Now, although this talk is about cats today, I know some of you have got the poor taste to prefer dogs to cats, but we won't hold that against you. But I'm pretty sure that what I'm going to say could apply to any kind of pet. I've shared my life with my cats ever since I was a little girl, and I've learned a lot about God in the many years that I've been a cat guardian, and I thought we could share some of those today. David and I presently have 4 cats, as I said, and the reason we have them is because we love them, and we love having them around to share our homes and to enrich our lives. And when I look at my cats, I can understand why God created us in the beginning. He made us to love and to enjoy our company. And my love for my cats is quite fierce and protective, as God's love is for us. When we let them out of the house on their own, we trust them to come back. And I'm reminded of the parable of the prodigal son, where the father let his younger son go out into the world to make his own way, hoping that he would eventually be drawn back home by love. And sometimes our cats wander off and get lost, but mostly they come back. And on the few occasions when they don't come back, David and I go out looking for them. We don't just shrug our shoulders and write them off. I've been known to be out in the streets at 3 o'clock in the morning, raking through skips full of old furniture, hunting for a lost cat. And I can relate to God's desperate longing to have us back as part of the family when we wander off from the fold like lost sheep. And when I find a lost cat, I'm absolutely cock-a-hoop to be reunited with them, just as we are told that there's rejoicing in heaven when a lost lamb is found. Now, all the cats that we've had during our married life have been rescue cats with different histories and backgrounds, and like humans, some of them have had difficult upbringings and have been mistreated by life. And one of our cats is a timid little black and white cat called Crystal, who came to us from the Lothian Cat Rescue Centre out at Cockpen. And she spent the first 6 months of her life with us under the bed in our room, as she was just too scared to come out. It was David who sat with her and was patient enough to gain her confidence and eventually coaxed her out to be part of our multi-cat household. And I need to remind myself of this when dealing with human beings as well as cats. Each one of us has a variety of life experience, not all of it happy, and we need to be gentle with each other, for not all scars can be seen. And we're reminded that although love can be passionate and fierce, love can also be patient and kind and gentle and keep no score of wrongs. And my 4 cats also remind me that not all of us are fortunate enough to have a safe and comfortable home. As well as our own official cats, we usually have a few strays that we feed and look out for. At the moment we have a striped cat with a limp and a grey cat who've both been hanging around for some time. And this reminds me, especially during the current crisis, that not all of us are lucky enough to have a warm bed and a full food bowl. For example, I'm thinking about all those whose livelihood is threatened by the current crisis, or of refugees living in crowded camps where social distancing is just not possible and where there's poor sanitation and hygiene before we even think about washing our hands frequently. Or the people of East India, where 100,000 people have just been made homeless by floods, and this is on top of the clouds of locusts who've decimated the harvest and the current COVID crisis. We who have plenty should be generous with what we have, as God calls us to share what he has given to us with others. The Bible tells us if we see a brother or sister in need and don't help them when we cannot say that God's love is in our hearts. And my little cat community reminds me of the wider world with all its unfairness and inequalities, and a call to help when we are able. And the last little lesson I wanted to share is something where cats show humans a good example that we should all follow. And cats excel at many things, but sleeping is their special gift. They get a lot of practice at it. I don't think I've ever seen a cat with insomnia. And one of the reasons for this gift is that they live in the present rather than in the past or in the future. If they get themselves stuck in a cupboard by mistake, or if there's a storm outside, they usually just curl up and go to sleep. They don't worry about the following day, as each day has enough trouble of its own. And I hope that your sleep has not been disturbed by over-anxiety about the current situation or what the shape of our lives is going to be in future once the current lockdown is over. And some of us will be working really hard at the moment in the NHS or in care homes or in essential services. Some of us will be really busy looking after our families 24 hours a day, cooped up indoors most of the time. And I hope you all get the opportunity and the time to sleep properly. And if you're one of those people who have plenty of time in your hands, I hope you're not borrowing trouble and fretting about the future. Psalm 127 gives us a beautiful image of the Lord pouring his blessing on those whom he loves while they sleep. And I'd like to read out a poem by D.H. Lawrence called Pax, or Peace, that describes beautifully what it is like to be able to rest in the Lord. All that matters is to be one with the living God, to be a creature in the house of the God of life. Like a cat asleep on a chair, at peace, in peace, and at one with the master of the house, with the mistress, at home in the house of the living, sleeping on the hearth and yawning before the fire. Sleeping on the hearth of the living world, yawning at home before the fire of life, feeling the presence of the living God like a great reassurance, a deep calm in the heart, a presence as of the Master sitting at the board in his own and greater being in the house of life. Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you that we are part of your whole creation made by you out of love, and thank you for your fierce, passionate love for all your people, a love that wants to shelter and protect us. Whatever our situation, whether we're very active and busy or at leisure, take away our anxieties about the future so that we can have a deep calm in the heart because of our trust in you. Give us rest and pour out your blessings on us, even as we sleep. Amen.